with that two-thirds majority. Better still, get the two people to agree and have one nomination.
Just to say that it's at the nomination level, not at the confirmation level, that the issue is first is dealt with. I think you've flipped it around. It's not after a nomination has been made and there is failure to arrive at the confirmation with the supermajority. It's the other way around. It's a failure to have concurrence
that's what
in the nomination.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm saying you must work until you get somebody that can obtain the two-thirds. So no alternative, no fallback position, in other words. That's the difference.
I think we should go a little further, you know. Because if I have the majority in both houses, and I know that if we reach a deadlock,
yes,
my majority will prevail.
Yes.
There is no inducement
incentive
for me to try and arrive at consensus.
Absolutely.
I mean, I will string it out, and when we can't agree, then I have my way.
I must tell you, when I saw the thing about absolute majority, I had to call about 3 people and ask them if my understanding of absolute majority was what it is, because I really, it's obvious. In our system, the government starts with an absolute majority. You start with an absolute majority in the Senate. So if it's an absolute majority, then after you abandon the first option and move to the alternative, you get somebody nominated, elected by majority vote. Nothing could be more divisive and disastrous. And I beg you, Madam Chair Lady, please, don't we've gotten near enough. We got near enough to agreeing on the head of state and the functions, etc., and the two-thirds majority in both houses. Stop there. Stop there. No alternative.
Good evening, former Prime Minister. Quick question for you, given your experience as Prime Minister and being present when the Constitution was originally being formed. Do you think involving the people at this time in the design or content of the Constitution would improve our level of nationalism and patriotism to Jamaica?
That obviously is most desirable and would be most beneficial. I think, in fairness to the CRC, the time gap between the Carr Commission, when there was a fuller and wider consultation, and the operations of the CRC people, have caused people to forget that what came out of the Carr Commission reflected a much wider level of consultation, and it is on that which the CRC was asked to act. But with a span of 10, 12 years in between, with a new generation, so to speak, both of leadership and of electorate, and with the advent of the social media, we really have to find a way of greater people involvement. And it has to include our educational institutions. If I may say so, when I was a student here and they were forming the Federation, we were precocious enough as students to draft our version of Federation to send to the leaders. I don't see that kind of activity taking place today. So, and frankly, when people like ask about what does the monarchy do, etc., etc., we need a sense of education that includes understanding who we are, where we come from, how we operate, how we move, what are the differences between us, what I might call the texture of the fabric of our society. What out of many one people really means in terms of an aspiration as distinct from the actuality of the divisions and the separations which we know to exist. So I must say this. I hope the work of the CRC will not just be lost. It's something which I believe we need to work on, we need to ventilate, we need to discuss. And in my letter to the Prime Minister, a lot of people forget that I was the one who wrote the Prime Minister on the 21st of November in 1961, asking that we take the steps to remove from the monarchy by the time of our 60th anniversary. I never got an answer to that. And I said in that letter, what a glorious thing it would be for Jamaica if in one campaign to abolish the monarchy and complete our sovereignty, orange and green, the flags, the colors, and those who want to be neutral and wear white or black or whatever color